Hello to everybody. Just out on one of my little walks again. Is it sunny? No, it's not sunny, but it's pretty warm out. Just trying to get my steps in for the day before I go and do a bit more cardio work later on. To be honest with you, it does look like it's gonna rain, so it'll be touch and go whether it does. Trying to get my fitness back after being barred for about the last 6-7 months. So it's like starting all over again. I'm sure we'll get there. Start off nice and slow. Like I always tell all my followers that ask. Don't overdo things. It's easy sometimes to overdo it when you're used to doing something that you used to do before. It's not saying you won't get back to that place where you was, but you need to take your time. I tell people that all the time, but it's trying to take my own advice sometimes. But there you are. Where I walk, a lot of the people call or start to call me the street walker, because they see me every day walking the same route. It's nothing thing, but I gotta be honest, some of the views that I have on the way is quite good. I'm sure there's loads of worse views you've seen before. Hope everybody is feeling fit and healthy. I will try and keep posting little videos like this with hopefully some words of encouragement. Like I always say, if I can do it, I think everybody can do it. It's about taking your time, not rushing nothing, and knowing your own body. Sometimes we tend to think, oh, we can do it, and we end up making things worse. I was talking to a friend of mine, someone who comes to the gym that I work in, and he said, don't get bored just walking the streets and stuff like that. As well, it's not a matter of getting bored, is it? It's just looking round what's around you. And I gotta be honest, most of the times I always end up seeing something different, or something I've never noticed before, and it just keeps you going. And that way I think you're not really then concentrating on what you're doing, so it's more walking, I suppose, for pleasure than fitness. But when I get back in and look how much I done, I could have done 2 miles, 3 miles, or even 3.5 miles and not realised it. So, you know, always think of it. Do I like treadmills? I was asked the question of, yes, I could do exactly the same, I suppose, on a treadmill. But when I'm running, or not running, jogging or walking, whatever I'm trying to do, just looking at a blank wall, you know, it doesn't really give me encouragement. Where I could be walking around today and I'll see someone say good morning to me, good afternoon, whatever it is, or how are you, and it's just someone to talk to sometimes as well, isn't it? So yes, I think I'd rather be out walking than staring at the wall in a gym. Don't get me wrong, mind. Running on a treadmill or walking on a treadmill can be better for you than walking outside, because obviously when you're outside, well, you know, you've got ups and downs. On a treadmill it's just a lovely flat surface, but it's like everybody else, do what you think is best for you. Another question I get asked a lot of, what's the best food to eat? I can't really answer that, because everybody got different dietary needs. You know, you can tell somebody it's better to eat fruit than a bar of chocolate, but I just try and keep a mix it. I know one of these ones say, yeah, I eat healthy. I do try to eat healthy. But if I feel like one day, I feel like a bar of chocolate, I would go and have that bar of chocolate. I won't deprive myself. Sometimes you think, oh, you know, don't do it. And then you get so, what's the word, like fed up and can't eat and can't. You end up eating 10 times the amount that you would have ate if you just eat this. So what I'd say is just look at what you're eating and perhaps just try and eat a little bit healthier. People say to me, what type of foods do I eat? Like I said, I eat all things. And they say, what's the best diet to go on? I say, well, I've done it all my life. You know, try this diet, try that diet. And to be honest, as soon as you stop eating that way, you tend to usually put the weight back on. So I say, just look at what you are eating. Instead of thinking there's a diet, just try and eat healthy. My dad always says it's not such a thing as a diet, it's what you put in your mouth. Is obviously some people can't, you know, they don't know what diet they try to do or how they try to lose. They never lose weight. Yet on the other hand then, you got some people that can eat anything and everything and they never put on no weight. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them ones. I look at food and I put on the weight. So one thing I can say to that is don't think of it as a diet. Just start thinking as healthy eating. Another thing I get asked a lot of is what's the best form of exercise and what's the best way to lose just weight off my stomach. First one, best exercise, I say what suits you really. I talk to people, they say they don't do no exercise at all, they don't do nothing. They just sit in an office chair all day, and then halfway through the conversation they say to me, tonight I've got to take the dog out for a couple of mile walk just to keep the dog happy. I say, well, there's exercise just in itself. People don't think of normal housework, taking a dog for a walk, picking the kids up from school. It's all exercise. The one about losing just weight off your belly, I honestly don't know the answer to that, because every time I've tried it, I just lose weight off all of my body. So I think you can't just lose weight from a specific area. I think it's the exercises that you tend to do then will like help your belly section. So, well, I nearly come to the end of my walk. Well, the first part of it, I should say. So I hope to see you all soon. Look after yourselves. Remember, don't go overdoing things. And I hopefully speak to you soon. Bye for now.